What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. This is something that we really gotta stop doing. We gotta stop thinking that just because people have a lot of money, that it justifies their behavior. Because somebody has a lot of money, that it means that their moves and their actions are always right. And why am I saying that? I'm saying that based on certain conversations and certain arguments that I've seen people have, where you may have one side that's dwelling on the moral side of the conversation. Like, nah, man, well, they basing everything they speaking on what's right and what's wrong, and that's being ignored because the person that they're debating against or arguing with is saying, well, man, oh man, see, he got that money. See, he got that money though. See, that's different. See, he ain't got no money. See, he got that money. So, and as if having money uh, automatically makes you morally sound or morally correct. And like I say, you see that with a lot of politicians when people are backing a politician, when somebody's backing a celebrity, and they will compare. The argument will be based on the comparison of who got the most money. You know, this rapper got more money than this rapper, so that makes him a better rapper. You know, this guy uh, has more money than this other guy, so that makes him a better businessman. Now, it could be the case in business, but it may not be because we don't always know how people got their money. And that's the crux of the matter. It's like we look at the money that somebody has, and then sometimes we may ignore how they rose to get to that financial status that they're on. So we overlook all that. We just look at the person and say, "Nah, man, it's, such and such broke. This person, he just talking like that because he ain't got no money. He mad because this one got bread and da 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 da." And that's a very elementary school type of argument when you look at grown people using that as their basis, and you were literally bragging on somebody else's pockets, and you're overlooking it. You got people who have you have this country was built on scamming. This country was built on thieving and stealing and robbing and killing and everything in between. And then you still have people, oh, this is the greatest nation. This is the greatest nation that's ever come about. And while America is a great nation, one thing Mr. Farrakhan said that always stood out to me, he said that great don't always mean good. See? You know, great just means could mean just magnitude, but it don't always mean that you're good. So you got a lot of millionaires who have great riches. You got a lot of billionaires who have great riches, but that don't mean that they're good. So if somebody's coming along and they're doing things the right way, but the way that they're doing it is not necessarily translating into massive amounts of riches, then people look at that and will see, see, he must not be doing this because he ain't making no money. She must not be all what you're saying because she ain't making no money. Oh, he's only speaking about this particular person because they jealous because that person they speaking about got a lot of money. And again, those are immature elementary arguments because um, I can disagree with somebody and have a problem with how they moving without there being jealousy involved. See, just like somebody can disagree with me or disagree with you, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they just jealous or, as we like to say, or they just hating. No, it just simply means I don't agree. I don't like your practices. I ain't feeling the way you operate. Oh no, man, she just broke. He just broke. you know. And money has, while we all trying to get it, don't get me wrong, money has clouded a lot of our thinking in terms of what's right and what's wrong and what's real and what's fake and who's real and who's fake. More important, more importantly, should I say. So I want y'all to think about that when you, because I don't have any problem with a person um, claiming a hero or backing somebody or getting behind somebody and putting them up on a pedestal. I don't have no problem with that. But, uh, make sure that money is not the reason why you look at this person as being somebody who's an example, a model example. It may be an example on how to get money by any means, but they might not be the best moral example, as none of us are the best moral example. But I'm speaking more so when it comes to those types of arguments and you bragging about the wealth of somebody else and they are right simply because they have that wealth. Nah, that's not the case. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and y'all go check out the latest episode of the Underground Dialogue podcast, which aired tonight. Y'all go make sure y'all check that out, man. Subscribe to that channel as well, man. All right, I'll catch y'all later on. Peace.